Hello, this is John from MyBrainOnGames.com, and today I'm here to play Afterburner for the Sega 32X. This released for the Sega 32X in 1995, and although it's called Afterburner, it's truly a port of Afterburner 2, the 1987 arcade game from Yu Suzuki and Sega. This was known as Afterburner Complete in Japan and Europe, and the attract screen kind of leads me to believe it may be some sort of compilation of Afterburner 1 and Afterburner 2, but truth be told, I've not played a lot of the Afterburner series. I have not played much of this. I popped it in just to test it out, test the recording setup. It's been a long time since I recorded a video, and I've gotten some new equipment, a new camera, new headphones that are much better than the chintzy earbuds I was using that came with an iPhone. But I think I've got everything up and running now, so I'm ready to get back in the groove of things, recording some Let's Plays. Going along with that, I want to record a Let's Play for this game. I don't know how far I'll make it. Like I said, I've not played much of the Afterburner series. What I have played I do like. It's very fast-paced, it's very responsive, but there's a lot going on, and especially with the Genesis controller, I feel like I'm losing something. I need that arcade stick. This is a game that supports the 6-button controller on the Genesis. I do have a 6-button controller. It does not like to work. I dislike the Genesis controller ports very much, so I'm blaming those for the cause, but it's a third-party controller, so it may just be a junky controller. Even though it does support 6-button controllers, it does support a standard 3-button controller. The only difference is the speed. On the 6-button controller, you have buttons designated to speed up, speed down, or speed neutral. With the 3-button controller, your A and C buttons are just your primary fire, with your B button being your missiles. Well, your A and C buttons, which are your primary fire, also double as your speed down, speed up. So, from the little bit I played, it gets to be a little confusing, a little hard to handle, but it's nothing you can't overcome. So, let's go ahead and check out the options first, as I am wont to do. This is a port of an arcade game, so as such it looks like a lot of the options kind of go in line with that. Change difficulty level, the amount of ships, got a music test, whether we want to invert the controls. The Vulcan is just the standard fire, so it's asking do we want to just have it auto fire or not. We'll leave it off for now. And then here's where I was mentioning the difference between the 6-button and the 3-button controllers. A serves as speed low and Vulcan, and C serves as speed high and Vulcan. So they have dual functions. Anyways, let's go ahead and start. Let's see what I'm in for. Now, in the little bit I played ahead of this, played a little bit yesterday, I got to the got through the first 3 stages. So I didn't make it too far. I think this game has something like 21 stages. See, now if I hold the Vulcan button, either the A or C buttons, my speed just lowers or it raises. I thought I read somewhere, I don't have the manual with this, so I had to look up a scan of the manual online, and I thought it mentioned something about tapping the A or C buttons. Like that would dictate my speed, but I've not found that to be the case, so I may just be overlooking it. One thing that I'm not overlooking are these missiles that are coming at me. Man, am I getting demolished. I at least made it to stage 2, but yowza. That's one thing that in the little bit I played yesterday, it seemed like you just want to, or at least in the early stages, I just wanted to move erratically to avoid these missiles. And right now I'm not doing such a good job of that. Already game over on stage 2. Glad this is the home port and not the arcade version, otherwise I'd be popping in some quarters. So we'll keep going, we'll place this some more. Now I want to say a little bit of reading I did on this. If you get to about stage 5, you get a checkpoint. It seemed like there were some stages that allowed a checkpoint. I don't think there is a save option for this game, so I would not be able to resume my game should I make it to that checkpoint. Anyways, I have to keep the system on or seek out a Seek out a cheat code. Which may be something I do after this. I didn't think to look at that information beforehand. Probably would have been a good thing too. Okay. Got a lot of stuff coming at me. This stuff I want to dodge. I dodged it. I imagine, well, I don't know, I was gonna see, does speeding up help me avoid those missiles? Don't really have a lot of time to test that theory out. Wow, I don't know how I dodged those. Alright, it seemed like I'm doing pretty good at the tail end of that stage. I was trying to, whenever I'd see missiles coming at me, if I was going slow, I'd, make evasive maneuvers and speed up. If I was going fast, I'd make evasive maneuvers and slow down. So, kind of see what works. Ample use of my missile, too. It looks like I've got a ton of them, so there's no reason not to use them. I mean, I guess the reason not to use them would be if I'm not locked on. So, I mean, that counts as making it to stage 4, right? Right? Either way, that's the farthest I've made it in the little bit I've played of this.
Get ready.
And that's one thing. Last night, whenever I was testing this out, I didn't even realize the transition from stage 1 to stage 2. The first time it happened, I was like, whenever I died in stage 3. I'm like, wait a minute, where was stage 2? But then upon second playthrough, I realized, whenever the scenery changed, that was the transition from stage 1 to stage 2. Makes sense. I really gunned those guys down. That's awesome. I've also put the headshot of me in the top right corner because it seemed like that was the place best suited for it. In any of the other corners, it was just covering some sort of information up. Not that information is practical to the viewer, but practical to you, but no, it allows you to see a little bit more of the actual heads-up display for the game. It doesn't impact me at all. Lots of missiles, lots of missiles. And sometimes it seems like you don't have a lot of time to react to it, but then again, I think I'm maxing out my speed. Yeah, that time. Not good. Man, those lives really go fast. It doesn't seem like getting to stage 5 would be a checkpoint per se, or seem like that'd be too soon, but lives go fast in this game. It's the one-hit kills. This looks and runs, plays really good on the Sega 32X. I'm not having any complaints about it. And like I said, I've never played the arcade version, so I couldn't say whether this looks as good or a little worse than the arcade version, but I'm sure this holds up to it. I don't know how to do the barrel rolls. Well, I'm doing them somehow. I don't know how to do them on command. She made it to stage 2 before losing a life. There's no other viewpoint, I believe. This is what I am stuck with. Oh my gosh. Just tinking it there. I did pretty good that first life, but then just demolished.
ready.
Sega Enterprise. And I guess this port was done by Rutubo Games. Never heard of them. They don't have a lot to their name other than home ports of Sega's arcade games. They've done a handful of stuff. I think it was like 32X, Saturn, maybe even Dreamcast era. I don't know that they did anything original. But even information on them, I didn't see if there's anything on Wikipedia, but I know I just saw that stuff on, I think, Sega Retro. I'm doing a little bit of reading on this version. I wonder if you could just fly through these stages and try and evade everything, not worry about these enemies, missiles. I don't think that'd be I don't think that'd be useful right now. With my skill level the way it is, Man, I'm getting torn to shreds. Can't get past 4th stage. Is that as far as I got?
Get ready.
I think I got there once. The song's gonna get stuck in my head by the time I'm done recording this. It would be nice to try this with a 6-button controller. I don't like... actually, you know what? Whenever I have to restart next, I may set the Vulcans to automatic. That way I'm not continually either speeding up or speeding down. 'Cause that is... not frustrating. It's just something I still haven't adapted to yet. As you can see as I try and deal with these guys. How did I even get hit? Jesus, 3 on the right, just shot one off as soon as they got close to me. It's like, nope, bang! Okay, I'm gonna try the automatic Vulcan, see how that is. So let's give that a shot. Also, what other types of buttons are there? Okay, so that just reverses the speed. Okay, I mean, that's my control. Or those are my control options.
Get ready.
So let's try the auto Vulcan. So that means A and C now are pretty much just speed up, speed down, and B remains my missiles. I was about to say where the Vulcans. Now just imagine that I'm holding the A or C button, or I'm just rapidly pressing it. Well, may not be that much of a benefit for me personally. Slow it back down a little bit. It's those same 3 that got me. That time it seemed like I was coming out of a barrel roll and didn't have time to react. At least I made it to stage 3 this time. Maybe using the auto Vulcan is the way to go. Yeah, that may be the way for me to go with this 3-button controller. I actually made it a little bit further into stage 4 that time. Did I make it onto the leaderboards with that score? I did. 17th. I'm going to input my initials here. J, H, E. Lock it in. 17th place.
Get ready.
Alright. Well, I'll probably be ending the video shortly, but at least I made it onto the leaderboards in this first video. There's hope for me yet. We may beat this game. We may get farther than just the checkpoint stage of stage 5. So I will have to play this game some more. See if I can make it farther. Seems like I'm doing a pretty good job of avoiding enemy missiles. Just gotta make sure to slow down, that way I can speed up quickly. Seems like that's the key. Take evasive maneuvers and speed up. I don't know how I evaded those. Shoot, I may make it onto the leaderboard again with this run. Definitely kind of got me nodding my head along with it as I'm making the movements. Starting to get into it now. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go one more run. That was fun. I was doing good. I'd like to make it to stage 5 by the end of this video. Alright, got onto the leaderboard again at 20th place this time. At least getting some places locked in. Except for that 20, you know, the next time I get on the leaderboard, it's gonna knock that off. Be nice if you destroyed these guys. That meant there were less enemies later on. Either, you know, later in this stage or during a later stage. A cool mechanic. Not sure if it does something like that. Seemed like I was just about to figure out that barrel roll. Got him. Yeah, one of the keys, it looks like, is to use your missiles. Don't skimp on your missiles, especially whenever you get them replenished. Do you get them all replenished, or do you just get a certain amount, I wonder? It looks like you get them all replenished, as far as I know. As far as I can tell. Ah, I ran into that one. I saw that. It's too late. Already committed. There's a lot going on. I'm just basically sitting here mashing buttons, it feels like. Trying to survive. Got hit. Okay, come on. I got one life left, I believe. I can make it through stage 4 and get to stage 5. This is it. This is the playthrough. I got a new track playing. I can do it. Do it. Oh, got hit. It's gotta be close to stage 5. Had to be close. I'm at 21 minutes. I can do this. I can go for one more. Man, I must have been doing good on that playthrough where I got 17th on the leaderboard. I haven't been able to touch that one yet.
Get ready.
Okay, this is the final playthrough for this video. Let's see if I can make it to stage 5. I'm hopeful. Seems like with each run I've gotten a little better. Gotta lock onto these enemies whenever they're far away. Take evasive maneuvers to avoid the incoming missiles. And you'll be fine. Right. Yes. Okay. Made it to the stage 3. Didn't lose any lives. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this trend going. I'll slow down some too. Right in the beginning of stage 3. Took one. Too close for comfort. Stage 4. It's kind of tricky whenever I do a barrel roll. Don't know if I'm going to be safe coming out of it. Be nice if I knew how to trigger those. Okay, last life. Come on. Gotta be a third through this stage. Just gonna let my missiles fly. Didn't make it. Looks like I set a even higher score, but didn't make it. And I hit the start button. Okay. Well, that is Afterburner for the Sega 32X, a home port of Afterburner 2, a 1987 arcade game. I enjoyed it. It was my first lengthy playthrough of it, and I'll continue playing it. So this will serve as episode 1 of my Afterburner playthrough. No guarantees that I will complete the game. So don't go into this series thinking I'll complete the game. If I do, I will say in the comments whether I actually wind up beating this game so I don't lead you on. Anyways, thank you for watching this one. This was John from mybrainongames.com. Please come back for the next one. Thank you.